Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for providing confidence whilst picking fresh produce at your local supermarket. And we know the impact that can have on any potential future partners that are watching you choose your fresh produce. If you take pride in picking fresh produce from the supermarket, I appreciate you. I've obviously had a hard, long day. Crazy end to work. Speaking with state ministers about things I shouldn't need to be talking to them about. Anyway, we're here to review Zengar. We have another new hero, part of the Elemental Portal. We'll check out the odds as always. Legendary Ice Hero 1.9%, Legendary Event Ice Hero 0.1%, Legendary Featured Ice Hero 0.5%. So an extremely low chance of getting the event heroes, but if you need to stock up on blues, it can be a great place. We also have costumes available for heroes that have costumes, so that's always a bonus. Zengar is looking straight out of some sort of, cyberpunk TV show. What's he swinging? I don't know, it almost looks like a bloody big microphone or antenna or something. Speaking of microphones, I am testing a new microphone, so let me know if you notice anything crazy or even if it sounds better. It would be nice to know. What is he actually? Okay. I don't even want to know what he's holding on to. Throw that max power preview on. He's a druid, so he gets the little minion. Pretty handy. Gives you 25% health. It doesn't do much else, but it's a nice little meat shield. Has counter attack, 60% for 6 turns. Not really very useful at all, but it does a little bit. 12, 20, 16 power. Artwork is fine. I didn't even realize he had fresh produce in his little basket, but that's a great time with my stupid intro. Part of the Super Elemental family. Oh, wow. Weirdly enough, I thought Zengar was very familiar. And that's because it's a bloody costume. How stupid am I? I thought it was a brand new hero. That's how little I've seen Zengar. I just did that to prove a point that he isn't a very well-used hero. Have a quick look at the original. 200% damage, fast speed. If the target is a fire element, deals 450% to nearby enemies. Target receives 627 frost, and if the target is a fire, 810 frost to nearby enemies as well. So we can see we've got a huge increase here on the... well, that's a really big increase on the costume. So family bonus is elemental, so they create enhanced shields on the board, and those just deal a tiny little bit of damage. Look, it can be slightly annoying, but it's not really a big thing. Huge costume bonus, brings him very relevant to the stats. Has that passive of doing extra elemental damage again. It can be useful, but it's not something that's really that noticeable as opposed to some of the other passives that are fantastic in the game. Very balanced stats, a little bit low on the defense. Being fast, probably expected. Reasonably high on the health, which is good. Great Frost Hoe. Okay. I'm not commenting on that at all. I'll only get in trouble. Runs at fast speed. Deals 450% damage to the target. If the target is of fire element, deals 400% damage to nearby enemies. The target receives 1020 frost damage over 3 turns. That's quite a big amount of frost, so throw that up. It's over 400 per turn, which is quite big. Actually, I'll turn that back on. If the target is of fire element, nearby enemies also receive 972 frost damage over 3 turns. That's a huge upgrade on the original. The original was a very small hit, and then just a bit better hit to nearby. And now he's got the big hit up front. 450% is quite good at fast. The only thing is, it's basically pointless if there's no fire heroes on the enemy team. So one, you're not going to be using it on defense because it's going to be wasting half of its skill. So not good for defense at all. If a target is a fire element, deals extra damage to nearby enemies as well, and they get a lot of frost damage. Is it useful? The problem is, with so many heroes in the game, I feel there's going to be much better options. It is quite a good hit if there is a fire hero, so you're getting a 450% to 1 and 400 to nearby, plus follow-up frost damage, so that's actually quite a good hit. I just want to have a quick look at Riverfang as an example. So he's a brand new hero. He's fast speed and dealing 400% to 3. Yes, he does have a little bit of extra, so he dispels buffs. He's got a little bit of water damage. But from a hit point of view, Zengar is matching that and hitting a little bit harder because he does a 450 to 1. Being so reliant on the enemy having fire, it just means that, say you get rid of the fire hero, then you're only hitting 1. And it becomes a little bit of a liability. So yeah, he's still going to hit 450% to 1, so it's still a mid-level low snipe to 1 hero, and you're going to do some follow-up frost damage. But as an example, if you've got a hero such as Riverfang or anyone else who's doing, say, a 350% or 400% hit to 3, then it kind of makes Zengar pointless to a degree, because as soon as you do that first hit, you've got rid of the fire enemy. You're only going to be doing a small snipe to 1. So it is a little bit of risk versus reward. Not even risk versus reward. I guess it's just a pro and con. You're getting a very, very good hit if there is a fire target, and that is a lot of frost damage to follow up. But you're then also missing out as soon as there's 1 hero dead. And think of a team against, say, a Goric or something, where, say, the fire hero is gone. It's just making the follow-up less useful for you, in my opinion. So definitely not a terrible hero. Not as bad as the original. We'll say that, because the original was quite poor. Also had the same issue of needing a fire hero, but if there was no fire, it was just even worse. Whereas now, it's not useless without a fire hero, but it's bordering on very, very low end of the scale of being useful as soon as there's no fire hero on the enemy team. So obviously, if you pull the costume, if you already have it leveled, or if you do grab it and it's one of your best hitters, just make sure you take it against the teams with a fire hero, but understand that as soon as that fire hero is dead, you are going to be doing less damage to it. There we go. That's it. Nothing else new to look at. Best of luck if you are doing any summons. Hope you get the hero you want. I wouldn't be trying to deliberately get Zengar, so if you do always remember to do the... Oh my god, go away. Always remember to do the events to get the... Wow, I can't even click on the right thing. Contest of Elements, get all those tokens, but I personally would be saving them this time around. You can see I have 500 already. I'm definitely not using those this time around, so I would suggest saving your tokens until there is a better hero available in the portal. There we go. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press the subscribe button. I need to say that at the start because no one watches till the end anyway. I could be saying the most magnificent things in the world now, telling nice, sensual stories that everyone wants to listen to. Could be doing ASMR, could be doing anything. No one cares, no one knows. You've switched off 5 minutes ago. Give your kitty a scritch for me. Have a bloody good one.